Yeah. From the BART train to a tour bus, still the same game except I'm pulling more sluts, more butts, more bucks, never giving more.
Alright, what's up everyone? This is Cyanide Shadow here with a dust2 and INFERNO kind of tutorial. I'm more showing off the smokes that I use the most. Smoke is obviously very important that you get your fucking angle right, otherwise it's not really gonna work. And it's a decent smoke. It's more of a two-person smoke than a one-person smoke, but obviously I'm doing the recording and I don't have a secondary person to show you. So it's good for if you got a buddy up here who's trying to defend. You set him up and you throw a smoke and he can peek that corner right there on the box, especially if he doesn't have any and you're down there watching mid. The smoke that I prefer to use to hold cat though is this one right here. You crouch next to those corners and throw it into the little corner right there, and then you can move around a bit so you can get to this point right here. And it's really useful for picking off the dude who's trying to peek the box and snipe your dude on A. Taking care of that pesky offer, pushing up cat. It's a really good smoke for that, especially if they don't know about it. I've been picked up a few times because they knew right where I was sitting. This is another one. If they start catching on to you there, you throw it right here on the barrels and you peek the edge of the smoke. You can. I know it seems like there's not a lot of coverage there, but they definitely don't see you when they come around. Like, you see the barrel clearly when I was there. You can just barely see the edge of it there. So as long as you stay behind the barrel, you're good once you peek out. Where am I going here? Let's go back down here and I'll show you a T-sided smoke for trying to take cat, or pushing up cat. Line yourself up right here between these, with that. Look up, see that last block right there, throw your grenade, your smoke grenade right there below the edge of that last one. It should bounce up and bounce on that curve. I'll show you another one later from standing next to that box, but this is obviously, as you see, very good for taking out elevator or towards car. It's a good little, you're trying to cover yourself. You can decent B smoke, throw it, drop, and you can check flat, and then as it starts to go off, it allows you to peek more towards triple box too, but it's good for trying to take the site, especially if you got a pesky dude sitting back towards plat. This is a good T-sided smoke after the bomb's planted, if you're alone or whatever and you're just trying to hold off. It's a good smoke for watching doors and window. It just seems to cover you really nicely. More on the CT smoke, you got a group of people rushing up towards B into upper challenge. Drop this smoke right here, and it'll play more as a distraction than a one-way, but you're definitely not as visible that way. This is the smoke that I mentioned earlier with the box. This is the other cat push smoke. You throw it right here at the edge of this emblem, bounce it, and it should do the same thing where it bounces on the corner. This smoke is definitely risk versus reward because you have to push up a lot farther, but you get a lot more smoke coverage out of the deal. It just seems like it works better for me. This is my preferred A long smoke. You throw it right here, drop it in the corner, super fucking easy, and it allows you to peek and get intel for sure. At the very least, you can see how many people are pushing. Whoop, we're going the wrong way again. This is my A long push smoke. You can line your thumb up right here with the edge of that board and mark your crosses. See the white building in that window, the white building to the right and the window to the left, and then just throw. If you do it right, it should bounce up onto the barrels, and you can check their feet as they push doors. It's definitely the best one-way smoke I know, probably the most technical and hardest to throw, but it fucking seems to work out a lot, and you catch people almost all the time who don't know that, because they peek, and as you see, they can't see you at all. The other smokes that I know, this one it seems like everybody knows it. You throw this smoke down, and you can peek the corner. I'm just throwing it in there because any silvers that are watching, trying to learn how to connect a quick pick. That's a good one for a little while until people start figuring out a good substitute. Once you've started getting figured out with that, you just throw at the corner of that box right there, and it'll smoke off corner there and stop any opper or anybody trying to peek long. Works every time. Slows them down, forces them out of position because it seems like even once you get towards Gold Nova, everyone wants to just stand there. It's just a good smoke. Now we're going to drop onto Inferno. Run up here. This is a very technical smoke, so you pay attention to that crosshair placement right there, and that's where you want to hit. It's a very good smoke for catching the people trying to push boiler side of A. It just seems to work so much smoother. I don't know if you can do that. Another good smoke for up here, if you've been spotted out there a few times, drop this smoke right here on top of the barrel. Then you can crouch behind. and it's a decent little one-way. I feel like it doesn't cover you as much as the other ones do, but it definitely gives you some coverage, especially if you get that footing right. Here's a decent little smoke that I picked up for holding A, or once the bomb's down, or if people are starting to get called out. It's a decent little one-way. Obviously, look how much you can see. The only place you really got to be wary of with that one is towards apartments. There's the other. If you feel like the earlier throw for here, where the boiler throw is too complicated, that's the easier one to run up and right click. You can grab the smoke there pretty easily. No problem. All that major. Just wait for the smokes to clear here. All right, now we're good. So here's one that I picked up for apps. It's a decent little one if you're trying to get people crossing through apps and playing apps. Throw right here at the line up with that bar right there. And your goal is you're landing the smoke grenade on that shelf right there, like I just did there. And again, it's the same as like with the doors for A long on dust2. You're watching the feet. If they make it to the right hand side of the smoke and crouch, they can see you. So be wary of that. Try and drop them before they get to that point. I'm going to play around with the bomb here a little bit while we wait for that smoke to clear. But that's definitely a good smoke. First 2 rounds or whatever, your first full buy round. This is a good smoke for peeking and holding better than the first one, I think. A lot less technical. Just drop a nice little right click here. The smoke hits that corner, and you can peek that corner right there and find anybody pushing those stairs. But again, risk versus reward. How far do you want to push up for that smoke? This is a nice little push if you're playing T-side and you got that pesky dude sniping long down there. Just line up right there with that. Make sure you're crouched. Drop that. It should hit the corner right there, and you should be able to drop in, and you'll be able to peek long all day long under that one way. Definitely has paid off dividends for me on that one. I'm not really sure when you would use this smoke, but it's something that I picked up and learned while doing research for this video. Drop that smoke there, hop up on the barrel, and you can see down banana pretty fucking clearly. Again, I mean, I don't know when you would really get the chance to utilize it, because it's, one of those smokes. A nice smoke for taking sight. Throw there at the corner of the flower box, it'll drop there. You can definitely peek, CT, peek the coffins, peek the barrels if you decide to push out that long. But what is really useful for this one is as the smoke dissipates. But if you stay on that bottom barrel, you can definitely peek back there till it's dark. No problems at all. What are we doing here? Alright, another good smoke for here is you line up with the flower boxes. You can smoke off towards arches and that weird little cutout. I'm not really sure what the call out for that cutout is, but this will land right in that cutout, no problems. Just bloop. And now pesky dude sitting back there is actually going to have to push out a ways in order to get you. And that's all I got, guys. If you want any more, or you know some better ones, please feel free to comment them in this section below. I look forward to hearing from you guys. Happy gaming until next time.